Let's talk about black cats because somehow a completely normal animal has ended up with one of the worst reputations in history. Would you agree? Walk across your path, it's bad luck. Look at you funny, it's suspicious. Exists, apparently it's a problem. And I just want you to know who started that and why did we all just go along with it? In fact, some parts of the world are absolutely completely the opposite. In ancient Egypt, cats, including black cats, were sacred. They were associated with protection, with the home, and even with divine energy. Now, here is where it gets interesting. The whole black cats are bad luck thing really took off around the Middle Ages, and not because cats suddenly changed, but because people did. This was a time when fear was high, understanding was low, and anything that felt a bit unknown got labelled as dangerous. Same as now. Sound familiar, doesn't it? Black cats became associated with witches. Why? Because they were seen as independent, quiet, and let's be honest, a bit mysterious, which apparently was enough for people to go, oh, it definitely looks suspicious. Imagine being judged purely because you kept yourself to yourself and you didn't overshare. How many of us can resonate with that one? I can. And this is where psychology comes in. Because once something gets linked to fear, it sticks. You know that saying, mud sticks. Black cats became symbols, not because of what they are, but because of what people decided that they meant. And that's how superstition works. It's not based on evidence, it's based on repetition. If you hear something that many times, you believe it. And it all starts to feel true. And it's repetition across generations. And the interesting thing is, we still do this now, not just with black cats, with people, with situations, with ourselves. We attach meaning to things without ever questioning where that meaning came from. A black cat crosses your path, and suddenly your brain goes, oh, bad might happen. Not because it will, but because somewhere along the way you were told it might. But here's something that a lot of people don't realize. In other cultures, black cats are usually seen as good luck. In Japan, they're believed to bring prosperity. In parts of the UK, they're linked to good fortune. Sailors used to keep them on ships for protection. Same animal, completely different meaning. So the question becomes, is the cat actually unlucky? Or is it just carrying a story that you've been told? And if we bring this into a more spiritual perspective, black cats aren't bad. They're just neutral, like most things. They don't carry intention. They don't decide your day. They don't influence your life. What does influence your experience is what you believe about what's happening. So maybe the conversation isn't really about black cats at all. Maybe it's about how easily we accept ideas without checking them. How quickly something can go from neutral to feared just because it's been repeated enough. So next time a black cat crosses your path, instead of thinking, oh no, maybe just notice what your mind does. Notice the thought. Notice the reaction. And then ask yourself, do I actually believe this or was I just taught it? Because sometimes the most interesting thing isn't the superstition itself. It's why we still believe it. And honestly, the cat's just out living its life. You're the one that's overthinking it.